Welcome to another episode, everyone. What happens when you hit the Los Angeles County Jail for the first time and you are not familiar with the Los Angeles gang culture and the gang politics that transpire in the Los Angeles County Jail? Well, it can amount to a very traumatic experience and a very unsafe experience. On top of that, let's get into it. This here is the Cuban Assassin, a pro boxer, also a YouTuber now, who went to the Los Angeles County Jail for the first time. He is from Washington, D.C., and yet somehow found himself in the Los Angeles County Jail, even though he's from Washington, D.C. And I'm going to assume, I haven't seen this yet, but I'm going to assume that it didn't go over too well. It's a crazy experience for this individual. It's a crazy experience for anyone who is from LA and steeply involved in the gang culture. It's still going to be a traumatic shock to your soul entering the Los Angeles County Jail. So for someone who is not affiliated, at least as it relates to Los Angeles, to any gang, and entering the Los Angeles County Jail where it is gang infested, is going to get the shock of his life. I know that all right. I didn't have to see this to know that. He gonna be getting hit up from everywhere. Where you from, bro? What's up? For sure. That's how as soon as you enter. And if you say the wrong thing, yeah, put your stuff down and squabble up nonstop. Let's get into it. Shout out to the Cuban Assassin. I've watched a couple of his stories. Seems like a intelligent brother, a good brother, a cool brother. He has good energy here. Stories that I did watch on him. So shout out to the Cuban Assassin. Keep doing what you're doing, brother.
You know, they got a 72-hour hold on you. This is how I learned college. This is how y'all college dudes, but no, I ain't lying either. So they got 72 hours to take you to court. 72 hours to take you to court, like 2 days. So 3 days, something like that. So they take you to court, boom. So first I was in a precinct somewhere out LA, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a precinct, you know what I'm saying? Then they take us and put us on the bus. Everybody chained up, you know what I'm saying? So boom, they chained us up, put us on the bus. Then they took us to LA County Courthouse, look. So when they took us to the courthouse, that's when I was like, at first I ain't thinking nothing of it. I'm a boxer, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when they take us in the bottom of the courthouse, boom, take us in the courthouse, we're going in. The LA County buses, this is crazy. They take us in. So when we go inside of the bottom of the courthouse, I look over, I see somebody with their head down, and it's all tattoos on their head and all that. And they handcuffed to one handcuffed to the chair, one handcuffed to the chair, one foot to the chair, one hand. I'm like, dang, that nigga cuffed up. So when he looked up, he looked at us and he started smiling, shaking. His whole face was tattooed, bro. I was like, yo, what the? I'm like, yo, you don't see that in my way, bro. The whole face, whole head. He was a Mexican. He was young too. So I'm like, yo. I didn't watch LA Lockup Raw, so that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, oh, I want some LA Lockup Raw. I want some Lockup Raw stuff. I'm like, yo, because these are the dudes I see on the jail channels. I watch jail stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I ain't gonna lie, that's when I was like, oh, I'm in a whole nother spot. I'm like, boy, you all the way out Cali, boy. You out here with these crazy dudes. I'm like, man, I'm crazy too. I be talking about myself, I'm crazy too. I'm like, yeah, all right. So they take us upstairs. Uncuff us, they put us in the bullpen, the county bullpen. Big as a mug, joint big as I don't know what. So I go in the joint, I sit down, boom. So now I want to know, man, where my coach at, man? Make sure my coach here. So when I go to sit down, dude asks me, man, where you from? I'm like, what? He like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from DC, what's up? So he said 9-rim game, he said whatever he said. So I'm like, ask me where I'm from, you hear me? So because from when you in our state, in our county and stuff, bro, y'all don't ask nobody where he from, bro, unless you trying to see him. You trying to see him? Like, where I'm from. Like, what you mean where I'm from? So I'm like, man, I stepped off and I ain't even sit over there beside him. I said, I'm gonna go get on this phone, bro, check out where my coach at. So when I go get on the phone, I grab the phone. A dude, he got on a plaid little red chain. I never forget, he had on a plaid little shirt, one button up. You hear me? He like, hey, bro, where you from, bro? So I'm like, what? He like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Washington, D.C. What's up? So he like, oh, all right, 9 Brim games. I'm like, what? I'm like, Mo. I get on the phone. I ask my coach, I'm like, yeah, where you at? He like, man, I'm here, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get you the bomb or whatever. I'm like, all right, whatever. So now in my head, I'm like, Mo, why these dudes keep asking me where I'm from? I'm like, and then I look, I said, it was over there. I said, I know he ain't hear the dude ask me where I'm from. So I'm like, it's throwing me off now. Everybody asks me where I'm from. So I go sit down. So when I sit down in the bullpen, now I start paying attention. I'm looking at everything, I'm scanning the room. So I look and see all the black people over here, and I see like the Mexicans. All the Mexicans are over here. I'm talking about all the Mexicans is over there. All of them. There's not one Mexican that's mixed in with the blacks. So I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, that's weird. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. I'm like, they all together over there. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think nothing of it. Not now. I ain't think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? But they covers up, call us for court. Goosh. You go to court, their bond hearings be behind the glass. It's not like you going in the courtroom behind the table, whatever. Everybody's going behind the glass. Like, I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, this is crazy. So I'm cuffed up. My lawyer, little PD, come right there. Like, hey, Larry, yeah, this is just for bond hearing. They said it's assault. You got 2 assaults with a deadly weapon, because I box. 2 assaults with a deadly weapon and 2 batteries. Da-da-da-da-da. He's like, yeah, my bond was at, my bond was at 80,000, bro. So I'm like, yeah, they lying. I said, bro. I said, I just defended myself, bro. Da, 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 da. He like, it's okay. Today isn't for the cause, the fight the case. Today is to see if we get you on bond. And I'm like, all right, bet. So they call me Larry, so da, da, da. So I stand up. So then the prosecutor say, yes, Your Honor, he's a professional boxer. This is when I was an amateur boxer. I'm 19 years old. I tell my boy, I ain't no professional boxer. He waving me off. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, bro, I tell him I ain't no professional boxer. He like, not right now, be quiet. So he like, yeah, it's a professional boxer. Both of them went to the hospital. One had a concussion. Da-da-da-da. Man, the California judge said, oh, he's a professional boxer, huh? And he's from Washington, D.C. Out here don't know what to do with his hands, huh? Okay, well, I'm going to raise his bond from 80,000 to 180,000 and send him over to the jail. Douche. I'm like, Mo, I'm cuffed up. Yo, I'm glad that glass was right there, because my attorney, he might have been my 4th knockout out Cali. Yeah. Cause bro, I'm telling you that I'm not a professional boxer, bro. And you ain't even say nothing. That's why he raised my bond up. So I'm like, now they taking me, boom. So now they put you in a new bullpen. So in my head, I'm like, 180. I don't care. My coach better come get me. I don't care. I ain't about to be in this joint. So now they putting everybody in that joint. So somebody coming in. He like, where you from? I'm like, bro, you asked me where I'm from. I'm cuffed up. You cuffed up with what? Washington, D.C., what's up? So he's like, oh, all right, this little shit. I'm like, whatever. So boom. So now they like, we going to the county jail. I'm like, man, I'm thinking it's going to be my normal county jail. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm from Maryland. You know what I mean? D.C. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking it's going to be the normal, you know what I mean, routine. Bro, they put us on that L.A. When I saw that L.A. county jail bus, man, I had to join off the movies. And then they put us in there, put us in the cages. Cage all the way in the back, cage in the second cage. And then they got the single cages for people who went to court today. Little crazy dude with all the tattoos on him. He came and got in there. I'm like, this job like a little wild. I'm like, yeah, this is wild. This is wild. So they take us to the Twin Towers. Worst, man, this joint is a crazy jail, bro. They take us to the Twin Towers, bro. So when you get inside the
yeah, it's wild, Larry. It gets wild. It goes down on the DMs up in there, man. You got to be careful entering that county jail again. It's going to shock your senses if it's not something that you are accustomed to. And I do not encourage you to get accustomed to it. Never go. It's just not worth it. Nothing out here. Well, some things, your family and all that, defending your family, your wife or something, your kids. But other than that, it's not worth your freedom. You certainly don't want to go to the Los Angeles County Jail. Things have calmed down some. They calmed down when he was even there. Whenever he was there, It was not the same, trust me, as it was back in the days. But it's still extremely dangerous. It's still very violent in there now to this day.
Twin Towers, first and foremost, they squeeze everybody in a little bubble together. The little bubble, they close, there's 2 doors to the joint. Everybody get in the joint, they play a video. Yeah, inmates, da-da-da-da-da-da. We all locked in the bubble together. So they play the video of what's supposed the jail rules and all that stuff. So when the video go off, somebody scream, oh yeah, we gonna have some fun tonight, woo! So I'm like, mind you, this back in like 2009, Slim. It's back in 2009. So I'm like, when I hear stuff like that, I'm thinking about homosexual activity. We gonna have some fun tonight. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh man. I'm like, man, I'm fighting for my life out here. That was my, that used to be before I did my prison bid, I didn't know how prison worked. All I used to think, like, I'm not letting nobody, you know what I mean? Nobody. You're not getting this. No, my cookies is not for sale. You're not gonna take them or nothing. I mean, you have to.
Well, you better hold on to them cookies, boy. Hold on to them cookies. Hitting that county jail, penitentiary system. Gotta be careful. Fight for your cookies. That's for real. I'm sure they want. That's what he said. It's cookies. They not for sale. I can dig it. But now, I'm sure they wasn't talking about that when they said we're going to have fun tonight. Fun to them in the Los Angeles County Jail, just fighting, stabbing, beating, killing. So they talking about we're going to have fun tonight. They be having fight nights and all that. I don't know. But they certainly, because nothing like that would be broadcast. Fun tonight is we're going to, individuals are violated incessantly there in the Los Angeles County Jail, particularly those who come in for dastardly crimes. You're going to be abused in one way or another. I've seen it all, heard it all. People tied up, beat up, stripped down, stripped naked, and having some sickening things done to them as a form of humiliation and as a form of retribution and retaliation for their draconian crime. But nonetheless, when someone is saying we're going to have fun tonight, more often than not, they're talking about some sort of violence, I'm sure. Not talking about your cookies.
I don't feel nothing. I was knocked out or whatever to get this. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not giving it up, bro. I don't care if I'm out Cali. I don't care where I'm at, bro. I'm not getting on my knees and doing nothing, bro. That's straight up, bro. I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not, bro. Even I think about it right now, bro, I get mad, bro. You're not making me do nothing like that, bro. So I'm like, yeah.
Well, I sure hope not, brother. You gotta, that's out. You gotta just die for yours, kill for yours, whatever. No, that's not even a question. But it's not happening like that again. Most of the time when something like that happens in there, it's because of you being in there for some sort of SA, some sort of crime that you should not be in there for. These individuals want you to feel the same thing that your victim felt. So they abuse you in the same way that you abused your victim. And supposedly, allegedly, it's not for their own gratification, but instead it's, again, a form of humiliation. Take it as you will. I'm just telling you what it is. But yeah, but as far as just a regular man coming in there with tattoos, a boxer, and, you telling him to get on his knees, it's not. It don't happen like that, bro. Fighting and trying to kill you or something, yeah, but you got a whole big old beard right there. Who wants you getting on your knees on it? What the hell? That's sick. That's frightening. That's sick. Nah, bro, they was just talking about squabbling or something when they said having fun.
I hear him say that. I'm like, man, these dudes crazy, man. They might get on some homosexual stuff. So boom. So they take you out of there. This is the Twins' house. They take you out of there and they got 2 lines. Line up. So that's when I noticed. I'm like, dang, why are the sheriffs in this joint? They got sheriffs in this joint. They're not even COs, bro. They sheriffs. Get over here. They disrespectful. Get over here. Damn, I'm gonna take you. They make you take all your stuff off, bro. I'm gonna say it was 100 of us. 50 on this wall, 50 on that wall. Everybody had to get naked beside each other, bro. Everybody had to get naked, bro. Do you know the smell in that joint? It was funky. It was funky, Slim. Lift nuts. Gotta lift your joint up, this and that. Turn around, open your butt up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they doing all this. It's 50 men right here. There's one right here, one beside me, and one across from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this wild. Dang, I can't do
Yeah, a very dehumanizing and humiliating process. But they're in the county jail and even in prison, you get stripped out often. Stripped out, got to bend over, spread your cheeks, squat and cough, the whole nine. Lift up your Sizak, in front of a bunch of other men. It's like, wow, man, come on. These searches rarely yield anything. A lot of these individuals, they just go that way. So they want to see this stuff. And we know that that's what it's about, which makes it even more depressing, the whole experience. It's just not something that I would wish upon anyone. And then, yeah, you smelling other people and all that. These individuals are not hygienic. It's hard to sanitize the county jail and the atrocities that accompany the place. From start to finish, they're looking to break you in one way or another.
this by myself. Usually they let us do it by ourselves in our jails. You go in a room with just you and the police. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you know what I mean? He might tell you don't even put on your pants. You out here with 100 dudes, everybody getting naked, everybody gotta lift up and show their stuff. So I'm like, yo, this crazy, dang. I'm already feeling a little wild. Take us in there, they got the benches. Everybody go on the benches, boo, bop, bop, then you go grab the phone. So you grab the phone, like, yeah, talk the little information, you get a card. I guess they give you your card, whatever. And then your card is like your, your custody level or your high security, whatever the case may be. So boom, once you leave the phone, you go and get put in the bubble. It's where it's a cell. So once the cell get filled up, the police come right there and tell you, yo, take off all your clothes, put it in the bag. Every last clothes. You need to be butt naked when you come out of here. So I'm telling you, bro, I ain't with all this naked stuff, bro. It's about 50 of us in here, bro. We touching arms and all that, like, get naked. So I took all my stuff. I kept my drawers on. So boom, like, I ain't taking off my drawers. My little shy, my fella shy, especially around men, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's a woman out there, I'll get naked, but I'm not getting wet. No, we not doing it. So I kept my drawers on. So everybody else naked. Stink in this joint is funky. It's funky. So, man, boom. Man, he come bush. So people start walking out. So that's when he's like, what? Didn't I tell you to get naked? Didn't I tell you to get naked? You're not going nowhere. You're standing here. So I'm like, what? So he took everybody out. I'm in there in my drawers. He's like, when I say get naked, I'm like, man, what? I'm like, man, what the heck? So I had to wait for the next. So I had to wait till the next load. You feel me? Came in. Everybody coming in, they start to take off their clothes, everybody get naked again. So when everybody started getting naked, I went and took my drawers off this time. So in my head, I'm just like, man, the police lunching out this joint. I'm like, they is lunching, you know what I'm saying? So now we all naked, I'm naked, you know what I mean? Then you leaving out, you know what I'm saying? So as I'm leaving out, I had to put the little thing in the bag, whatever, tie the bag up, bush. So I like now this, like I'm leaving out, and as I'm leaving out, you take your bag and you throw it somewhere, and then I never forget, I'm butt naked, bro. And the guy that's handing out the rolls or whatever, he had on a blue jumper or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He handing out the rolls. He's like, where you from? I'm like, from DC. He like, all right, neighborhood crip, giving the drink. I'm like, what the fuck you want? You want to ask a butt naked man where you from, bro? Is you serious, bro? I'm butt naked, bro. Why you want to know where I'm from? So boom, I get put in the.
Yeah, none of that matters. This is how steeply individuals are involved in the gang culture in Los Angeles. Not only will they hit you up while you're naked, they'll fight you while you're naked, stab you while you're naked if you say the wrong hood. Yeah.
You go in the shower early. Now mind you, our showers, you don't shower together. You get in the shower by yourself. They got about, they'd be like, I'm just call 100. It's probably more than that though. 100 showers on the wall. It's 100 showers. This is real jail to me. I'm like, whoa, these guys is hot. Like they cool with being butt naked around each other. I'm not with this. I'm like, yo. So I'm already
better
naked.
get
So I
with
run
it.
to the water to wash up, you know what I mean? Boom. So I go sit down. So now I'm hearing dudes talking stuff. They like, yeah, man, my homie in here, da-da-da. Man, I'm gonna go over there with him, da-da-da, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm sitting down. I'm just thinking to myself, like, why? They like, I hope we ain't gotta take naked showers, bro. I'm like, man, I'm not with this naked stuff. Now the reality of where I'm at is like sitting in. I'm like, this not your county jail, is it, bro? I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, dang. So they take us out, put us in the bullpen. You get your blanket and all that stuff. I think they gave us our blanket right then and there when we go into the little joint. So it's a phone in this joint, so I get to try and call my coach. I'm like, man, I ain't even going upstairs. I ain't even trying to go upstairs right now. I'm trying to call my coach, make sure this bond paid. So niggas slide. Somebody go there, where you from? I'm like, I'm from DC, bro. You know what I mean? People keep asking me where I'm from, so boom. I end up getting in line. Go ahead, what is the medical people or something like that? I think it's the medical joint right here. You go to the medical joint. Then, you know what I'm saying, and then out of the medical, you get cleared, you know what I'm saying, you going upstairs, bro. So, and I asked a dude that was in the bullpen with me, I'm like, bro, he was like, we got to talking. He was like, what level was you? I think I was like a level 8 or something. He's like, dang, bro, that's high security, bro. He told me I was going somewhere, but where they took me at, bro, it looked like Alcatraz, bro. It looked like Alcatraz, bruh. Bars going all the way up, bruh. So I'm like, what? It was bars. And I'm like, yo, you hear it loud, everybody talking, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So you go in there, grab your mat, and they take you upstairs. They take you wherever you want on this tier. It's tall tier. Looks like Alcatraz. Old bars, rusty bars. It's rusted in this joint. So I go upstairs, I go get put in the cell, you know what I'm saying? So when I get put in the cell, this is how crazy things is. They put me in the cell with 3 Mexicans, bro. When I go in the cell, it's a bunk right here, bunk, then it's a bunk, and then behind that bunk, it's a bunk. So that's 2, 4, 6. It is 6 bunks in this joint. You understand what I'm saying? One, it's a dude on the bottom of this bunk down here, and then it's a dude on the bottom of this bunk, and it's a dude up top. They all Mexican. So I'm like, man, what's up, man? What's up? Where you from? I'm like, from DC, bro. So then I put my stuff up on the top bunk. So then he started looking at me. The Mexican started looking at me. He was like, you Spanish, bro? I'm like, yeah, I'm mixed with Cuban. I'm like, yeah, well, what's up? He like, oh, nah. So then I never forget this, bro. So when the police left off the 10 stuff, he went to the gate. And he was like, oh, no. Call somebody. Because it's bars. You could talk. It's loud in this joint. So I'm sitting there making up my bunk and stuff. So I go sit up on my bunk. So I'm looking. So now I got the, when you walk into the cell, I got that bunk right back there. You know what I'm saying? Right there. The phone. They got a phone in this joint too. I'm like, they got a phone in this joint? I'm like, God damn. I'm like, I'm be making big calls in this joint. I'm calling my coach. So I'm trying to call my coach. So I see him. He's at the gate. So he talking, but he turned around looking at me while he talking. So I said, oh, he talking about me. So he's talking in Spanish to Slim. You know what I'm saying? To whoever he's talking to. And I don't know what's going on, but I know he talking about me. So, you know what I'm saying? So, he asked me what I was in for. They talking, we get to kicking. I'm like, yeah, I'm out here boxing, you know what I mean? I end up knocking some people out to the die, telling the story, boom. So, while we go to sleep, you know what I'm saying? So when we wake up the next day, they was doing showers. They was like, man, they was standing in. They was like, man, I'm a bird bath or whatever. So they was like, he asked me, man, you want to go to the shower? I'm like, nah, I ain't going to shower. I took one yesterday. I said, I ain't going to no butt next showers again. So while the sales is open, they say it's only a 5-minute shower, bro. You get 5 minutes, bro. So you see people running, pew. So I never get this big, tall, brown-skinned dude. He run past the cell, boom, and then come back. He like, where you from? I'm like, I'm from DC, bro. He like, our neighborhood crib. So I'm like, I'm trying to ask him where I'm from. So then the little black dude, I'm like, where you from, bro? I'm like, I'm from DC, bro. He like, I forgot what he said, but I did, because I'm still stuck on big guy. He said it aggressively. So I'm like, man, this joint blowing me. So boom, we end up, you know what I mean? They close the cell up, we eat and stuff like that, you know what I mean? I stayed in there till the next day, in the morning, they end up doing a roll call. They say, if you hear your name, pack it up. And look, right, I wasn't even gonna put this in this. This something that I've been holding in for a minute, bro. I ain't never even told nobody this, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there because you know how DC got this label in prison of being homosexuals and being freaky. Let me tell y'all, man, it's the honest God truth. So I ain't even, bro, I never told nobody this, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there though, you know what I'm saying? That night, when we was sleeping in that cell, bro, mind you, I'm in there with 3 Mexican gang members, bro. All of them been in there for no less than 6 months. You feel me? Everybody been in there for less than no less than 6 months. One of them was in there for like a year. Like they had murder charges. They was in there for a brick. You understand what I'm saying? In that same cell, in there, bro, they had fishing lines up. So your cell, and when your bunk, you could put up a line and put a blanket right there, so you have your individual. You know what I'm saying? Your cell be closed off or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, not your cell, but your bunk. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, like I told you, if I'm sitting on top of my bunk right here, it's a bottom bunk under me. I was up on the top bunk, and then it's another top bunk right there, and then there's somebody on that bottom bunk, and then there's shorty right there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in here with 3 dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? That night, when I go to sleep, bro, I wake up and I don't even know what made me wake up or none of that, bro. You feel me? But I'm on the edge of the bed. I can see. I'm up on the top bunk, so I can see down. I can see the nigga at the bunk across from me. You hear me? He be having his little his line up with the cover right there, so he could cover up his whole bed. Man, that nigga face hanging out, bruh. That nigga face, but his face was hanging out, bruh. And I know I couldn't see his body, but I know this nigga was jacking off, bruh, looking at me. So I'm like, I backed up like, what the fuck? I'm laying down, backed up like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, this nigga jacking off, bruh, looking at me, bruh. I was like, oh, hell nah. In my head now, I'm playing myself, I'm mad about it. But at the same time, right, I'm out Cali, bro, in the cell with 3 Mexican gang members, you feel me? I'm wearing my options. I still get mad to this. That's why, I ain't really talked to nobody about this. This is the first time ever I'm putting this out there, bro, because at the end of the day, right, I be feeling the little birds because I wanted to smash. I wanted to do something to Slim about that, you feel me? But here it is. I'm in LA County Jail, bro. I ain't got no say-so in this joint, you feel me? I gotta know where I'm at. I'm beat right now. He ain't put his hands on me. He ain't show me his joint.
Oh no, man. Say it ain't so. What? You said who did what? In the county jail. What? Well, that's gay. First of all, that's gay. Nothing wrong with being gay, but that's what that is. This is shocking. This is shocking to hear. Man, up there on the bunk trying to get some sleep and look up and dude peeping at him. Peeping around the corner with his thing in it. Whoa. Wow. He said, what can he do? He beat. There's 3 of them in there. Yeah, and they would have beat you. Unless, I don't know, he a boxer. But they're not trying to fight like that. They're not, they're going to whip out. 3 against 1 with the whip out. You had to try to take the knife from one of them and, this and that, get cracking. It's not impossible, but you're in a very bad situation. I get it. But man, let's see if he at least said something, though. Said something, hey, bro, what you doing? Or alerted his people, hey, man, this dude, something, but he probably, he don't know. He don't know these politics like that, what to do in that sort of situation. Whoa. That took a turn. That took a nasty turn there. That took a turn for the worse. This story just took a turn for the winners. He said he ain't never told anyone this. He never told that story. He said, y'all talking about them them DC boys out there be playing with them backside. Nah, let me tell you about these dudes up here in the cell in Cali, in Killer Cali. Whoa. What the hell?
None of that, but I know he down there, he was jacking off looking at me, bro. On everything I love, bro. Dudes be out here, I be talking about this freaky DC stuff. That's that federal stuff. The only reason that it's really big on DC because they thorough with it. They trying to go, man. I'm trying to hit the boy, man. I'm trying to go. These Cali dudes, these Florida dudes, these Georgia dudes, they all be having sex with dudes behind closed doors. Straight up. They not allowed to do it. Like if his gang members found out that he was doing that, he'd probably get punished. He'd get taken care of. You understand what I'm saying? But I ain't know how I know his leader or nothing. I don't know nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? All I know is I'm in the cell with some Mexicans and Slim was jacking off in the middle of the night, Slim. So, yeah, just keep that in mind when y'all talking about this DC gay stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Slim was jacking. And I wouldn't even say this right now, bro. That's what bro. All you dudes out there be bluffing, Slim. These LA dudes, they be taking but and all that. They be, yeah. California gang members, they be taking, you hear me? Yeah. So stop bluffing. Dead serious with that. So, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to put that out there. I ain't never did that before, bro, because I still feel a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, sometimes I feel like I got chumped. Even though I ain't see his joint or nothing like that, bro, I wanted to do something to him, bro, and I couldn't, you understand what I'm saying? But back to the road call. So I'm like, man, what's going on? They like, man, dudes is about to get sent to another jail. They going to Wayside. It's the Wayside bus. So is this another jail? So they was like, man, this a good, they was like, man, if you better hope your name get called because you'll get out the cell. We stayed in this cell all day, bro. I don't remember coming out this cell, bro. You don't come out this cell, bro, from my knowledge 2008. You know what I'm saying? We was in the cell the whole time, bro. We never came out that whole day. You know what I'm saying? The phone is in that joint. You want to use the phone right there. You know what I'm saying? So they ended up calling my name. They was like, yo, you could go. You good. He's like,
well, I would wonder, what evidence he has of the statement that he just made. I mean, I was going to let the statement go because I don't really care, but you've seen one individual in your cell, who was doing some stuff he shouldn't have been doing, lusting after you, apparently, full beard and all. But other than that, what have you seen? Because I didn't even see this, where California gang members are in there taking people's stuff. I've know of situations, and I've seen situations where if you're in there for a certain crime, you are humiliated. They abuse you, strip you naked, put peanut butter in your bun, pour shampoo on you, spank your backside with a wet shower shoe or something. Your cheeks got you stripped down. All rainbowish activities for sure. But as far as dudes just coming in there and dudes just letting them, just boom. No. So I'm wondering if he's just detailed one situation that he witnessed himself inside of the cell. I'm just wondering what else he may have witnessed himself as far as that statement that he just made. Because I know he was defending himself and defending DC and saying that everybody talks about DC and all that, and decided to say, well, you California dudes, man, I'm just wondering what other situation that he may have seen in the county jail that would lead him to say that he's seen for himself or what have you. That's all.
Pack your stuff up, man. You about to go to Wayside. It's a program going on. I'm like, program? I'm thinking about a program like shoot program or a get out of jail program. They talking about it's a program. Whole time, this is the program. I'm gonna let you know the program. So I get on the bus, LA County Jail bus again, Bush. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that's crazy. They put me on LA Jet. The joint you see on the movies, bro. Like the joint the joints just be on the movie. LA County Jail. This joint. Boom. So I go to Wayside. I get inside. It's about 50 of us. Square room. Hey, everybody's butt naked. Come on, know the routine. Take your clothes off, butt naked. Do it. Boom, open your butt. Keep moving. Boom. So boom. They sent me to dorm 33 with the brims. Time out. So look, I'm about to cut it off right here, man. This is part 1, bruh. You see, I got like 30 minutes left of this joint, you know what I'm saying? I might add some stuff and critique it some more and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But listen, somebody told me this joint was over 60 minutes long, so I'm stopping it right here at the 40-minute mark, you know what I mean? I don't want to make it too long, you know what I mean? I'm still learning this. You know what I'm saying, how this YouTube goes, so I'm stopping it right now. This is part 1. Like, comment, and subscribe, Slim. I'ma add part 2, you know what I mean, probably tomorrow or something, you know what I mean? Turn this joint up, man, so y'all can get part 2, you feel me? You know what I mean? I just didn't want to make it an hour long, you know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't do that, right? You know what I mean? Just let me know in the comments, because I'm learning this as I go. What do the people want? You understand what I'm saying? Y'all gotta let me know. Man, make it 30 minutes, make it 20 minutes, make it an hour, you know what I'm saying? Would y'all watch a video for an hour? You know what I'm saying? I need to know certain stuff of how to do it and this and that, you know what I'm saying? So this is part 1 of LA County Jail locked up. And yeah, man, shout out to Cali, but y'all be on butt too. Y'all be on butt. Dudes be on butt, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be on, you know what I mean, them rainbow activities, you know what I'm saying? Don't never think it's just my comrades and my home team homies, you know what I'm saying? See, the thing is, Slim, they thorough with it. My homies that's doing that, they thorough with it. In Texas, Georgia, all y'all not allowed to do that stuff. Y'all can do it in y'all state, but in the federal system, y'all not allowed to do that. So yeah, let's cut that out, because it's a lot of, you know what I mean, a lot of that's going on. Y'all want to put the black eye on us, but you know what I mean? It is what it is. We on man time. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe.
I don't know, Cuban Assassin. I'm still going to have to ask you what proof you have of that, because now it just seems like you just defending yourself and defending Washington, D.C. Don't like the reputation that has been put on you all about that. And so you know you Cali guys are on that stuff too or whatever. I want to back that up. You know, how can you back that up? What did you see yourself that gives you that perception? That gives you that position that California dudes, California gang members are rainbowish in that way in the county jail. We heard about the one scenario, you just explained that. Now he does have a part 2, as he just indicated. I'm gonna have to go to part 2 too then, apparently, to check it out and to finish up the story. Now he's just headed to Wayside in dorm 33 with the brims. That's where he just left off at. And so he does have a part 2 to this. Again, I'll have to go cover that and see what he says there. But I'm just curious again as to where he gets this information from. You know, I probably wouldn't think too much of it if he said it without him constantly also saying, because in D.C. we this and we that and we thorough, and come on, man, don't just put that on us. You know, it's like he is defending D.C., but in order to do that, he's throwing Cali under the bus, or Cali dudes under the bus, or Cali gang members under the bus, or whatever, or just going off of rumors or whatever, unless, again, in part 2, he has something, as he just detailed the story here in part 1, of something that he witnessed himself with his own 2 eyes, and he was involved in it. Not only did he witness it, the dude was doing something as it related to him. He said that was a Mexican. So if he detailed that story, then I'm sure he detailed another story in part 2 to justify these assertions that he just made. This is some pretty strong stuff, I would say, to just come out and say, you Cali dudes, man, you Cali dudes, you Cali gang members, you know y'all be, doing this. And come on, man. You know, I mean, saying that these dudes are gay, basically. I'm not trying to start anything or put words in his mouth, but I'm going to keep everything what it's supposed to be, bro. That's just how I am. And I'm just saying, and I'm not taking anything that he said personal. Again, it's always a shout out to Cuban Assassin. I like his style. I like his energy, as I said, or what have you. But I'm just saying, that statement it's throwing me off some, because I want to know now, because again, I'm going to consider that a pretty strong statement. And it's not that others that have made similar statements, Charles and White and all that. But since he was in the Los Angeles County Jail, and he's basing this statement based on his experience in the Los Angeles County Jail. This is what this video is about. His experience in the Los Angeles County Jail. Then I'm just curious as to what you personally seen, witnessed, or even heard while there in the Los Angeles County Jail. So far, I haven't heard it, because now you're on your way to the wayside. That leads you to say, to make it a statement like that Cali dudes and Cali gang members like to attack other men, grown men, in that way. SAM. Right? I just want to know what you seen to justify that statement. I'm just curious. But we'll get to part two. I'm going to have to get to part two now because, again, maybe he says something in there about it. I'm assuming he does after saying something like that. I'm assuming he said something to back that up. I don't know. I didn't know nothing about, I guess I did hear about DC dudes supposed, like he said, the dudes in the feds, I think, with DC blacks. I did hear that one time or so. Like, it's not like a persistent rumor or a jacket on them that I know of. Like, I never covered anything like that, or like, I don't really hear it like that. Like, oh man, them dudes. I hear more about, them being strong and organized, putting in work, and them going at it with the Aryan Brotherhoods, the DC blacks. I know more about that than I do about them so-called having a propensity for booty, for man booty. So, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. This was funny, though. He got up in there. Everybody hitting him up. And he keep telling me from D.C. Instead he wondering why all these dudes hitting him up. I mean, that part, but him being inside of that cell, that dude. Can you imagine you lying there on your bed and you wake up and look up and the dude is up there looking at you, squirting, looking at you, going to work, he looking at you. What the? Oh, man. Disgusting. I understand him not being able to do nothing in that situation or feeling like he can do nothing in that situation because he in a cell with 3 of them. For sure, they going to pack him out. There ain't going to be no head up fades and all this nonsense. It's not happening. Not even in the county jail. They're going to pack him out. I'm sure he understood that, familiar with the county jail or not, and he decided to stand down on it. Again, I'm not going to question that. I understand because it's like, man, he'd been in big trouble had he attacked the individual. Probably should at least said something though, like, bro, what are you doing? Or told his people, man, this dude tell him to put his pistol up. What is he doing? This dude is freaky over here. What's up? But again, he doesn't really know the politics like that. Woo, that was crazy. All right, so I'll get to part two. Try to get to it today so we can see what happened when he got to wayside. I'm sure he said he was there in 2009, still jumping in 2009. So I'm sure that was quite the experience as well. Stay safe and stay free, people.